Welcome to my channel, guys. I'm Cisonspace, and on this channel I empower women a lot. I talk about spiritual warfare, I talk about personal power, I go into a lot of topic, and sometimes you just have to come here for something new or spicy. And today I'm talking about why you keep losing your confidence. And we will start with the 7th one because I have 7 strong points on why women lose their confidence in life, at work, in friendship, in relationship, and just living life in the decisions and the options they choose. You could tell someone has lost their power in the way they choose to live their life, in the things they get to experience. And the 7th one is you forgot who you were. All of these expectations. Who were you before all of this started? Who were you before you felt you don't deserve to be chosen? Who were you before that? That is the most powerful version of you. And sometimes the most powerful version of you isn't something new. Isn't you having a new haircut, dyeing your hair, changing your wardrobe, That is just a persona. But the real authentic version of you that people like, that is very confident, that is very powerful, isn't you. It's buried beneath all of the fear. It's buried beneath you trying to be a perfect person, you trying to be a good girl, you trying to please people. It's buried there. You have shoved that version down because at some point you believed that you were too much. Too much for who? Is my point. Too much for who? Too much for the friends who didn't know their power themselves, so they came to take you all, so you feel less than, because you only feel less than because you're giving something that you had to someone else, so now you have less than it. If you're feeling powerless, that means you used to be powerful. There is no way you have less of something that was full. So if you were powerful and now you're powerless, that means you gave a lot of that power, so now you have less because you forgot who you were. So revert back to who you were. And I know that will take you down a lane where there is a lot of pain, and that's how you reclaim it, because you can. You reclaim it by going back to the version of you that people claim they didn't like because they couldn't take advantage of you. Imagine, how do you feel when you see other people being taken advantage of? You wish you could just snap in their face and be like, wake up, are you dumb? The same way, that's what you're doing right now. Just being powerless for no reason, because it's not gonna give you anything. It's gonna keep you drained, keep you miserable and bitter. That is all. You're just gonna be bitter and miserable and not love yourself at the end of the day. The 6th one. People compare their journey to everyone else's highlight. Social media nowadays have made us see more than our brains could take. I know. So sometimes you have to turn it off, because comparison will thief your happiness. It will steal your joy. It will make you feel like you're not progressing. It will make you feel like you are not doing anything. It turns all of your hard work and progression into disappointment. And you don't want to be sitting down. It's not worth it. You sitting down worrying about, oh, am I doing better than her? Am I doing better than him? Can I do this better? It doesn't matter. Because look, back then when there was no social media and we're just living in real time, real life, everyone was just happy. You would never see someone comparing himself. I mean, like maybe someone in Europe comparing himself to someone who is like probably in Australia, thinking about if their house is big enough, if their dog is this enough, if their kids had that enough. Like, no one cared, because you were living your life. You're focused on what you like, your own personal goals, because everyone has their personal goal. You really don't want to be like someone else, because on social media or the way people project their life to us, you might think it's perfection. It looks perfect. Oh my God, it does. When a camera is on, have you seen anyone doing things in real time? There's a lot of privacy in people's life, because you don't see the part where they are having sex. You don't see the part where they are fighting with their partners. You don't see the part where they're crying in their bathroom. You don't see the part where they are, sorry to say, pooping. Like, people hide a lot of stuff. They only show you the stuff that they really want you to see, because they know the camera is on. They put the camera there So they are aware there's a camera. So they'll make sure they put out perfect stuffs. So it just looks crazy. That's why I'm very private with my life, because I don't want people to feel like I'm living a particular life because I want people to feel a certain way. I don't want anybody to feel a certain way. I am very happy not comparing myself to anybody online, because I don't want to be anybody online. And in fact, the women I aspire to be are not even online. They are not basing their life, they're not vlogging their lives every day. The women I aspire to be in real life, like I want to, you know, have one-on-one. I want to go to dinner, like have dinner with them and talk to them, and I aspire to be great like them. They don't vlog their lives. They don't show every part of their life. They show very, like, just their artwork. They just show if they're YouTubers and they have a niche they follow, like maybe say their niche is baking, that's all they show, baking. And you could tell by the way they live their life that they are so fulfilled. They don't have to prove anything because they don't care about other people's journey. So they're very confident. When you meet them in real life, they're so confident that people online, the people who tell everything about your life, you meet them and it's just empty because everything is already online and there is no depth. You've seen everything already, so you're not curious. But the women I aspire to be, you have to get to know them in person and you have to come real. You have to be very confident to even be around them, because they don't care about who got the latest car. There is no competition. All right, so don't compare yourself, because comparison will turn your progress into disappointment. And the fifth one, they let fear make their decision. I've been in a moment like that, like in an era in my life where, you know, you get those midnight whispers like, oh my gosh, it's going to work out. Wait until you're ready. Don't jump yet. Oh my God, what if you fail? I've had those thoughts when I'm alone several times. I made fear this, like, keep me like in a halt. Like I couldn't move. I was just halt. I was just like, but I use that as, you know, staying in like kind of like my observant mood. I just observed the fear. That's one thing that helped me get over the fear, was just observe it till the fear became small, till that voice, I just kept quiet till that voice faded away, and then I didn't care anymore. It's like, you know, when someone is talking to you but you don't care about what they're saying, so you just ignore them and do it anyway. Yeah, that's where growth begins. When, like, it begins before you feel ready. It's not because the voice isn't there anymore. It's because the voice is there, but then you know, like you know it's there, but then that's not where you're going. It's like you've conquered the fear of the voice because you know it's not going to do anything. It's just keeping you comfortable. When you observe your fears for a long time, you realize they're not real. It's like someone that you don't care about, or someone who doesn't want the best for you, trying to discourage you. That's what fear sounds like. It's like someone who hates you. It's like listening to your hate. So like, oh, I bet you can't do it. Da, da, da. You know, you just feel like, oh, hater. Like, and then I do it anyway. You know, I just call that voice, like fear voice, like, oh, you're a hater. Watch me. And I just do it anyway, because if you let fear make your decisions, you're not confident. If you're afraid, so because of that, you don't take the leap of faith, or you don't do what you have to do, you automatically are not confident because you're not ready. And if you're not ready, then you're not ready to grow. And if you're not ready to grow, then you're not going towards your goals. And you get stuck and you get better because people are going and you're not going. And that's where you fall into the trap of comparing yourself because you're afraid. They weren't afraid. They went for that. Like, they didn't care. The person you're comparing yourself to, even if that's their real life and it's perfect, it's because they created it that way. They don't care. They just do it. They don't sit there to overthink it too much, like the way you have so much time. Like this, the same time or days, months that you used to overthink and plan, they have already executed. And as they go along the way, the road reveals, and they just keep going. They make mistakes, but they just keep kicking it on. They just keep going, and they, like, that's all. And then they become coaching, like they start coaching people, and they tell them about their mistakes and how people can learn from it. Like, they just keep going. They don't care, because the more you go, the more the road reveals. You don't wait till the road is there before you take the journey. You just keep going, and if you get lost, you ask people on the way, because once you start the journey, you're going to meet people on the way who are going to help you, because you are in their way. They have to direct you. Like, you look lost, there are good people out there. So don't let your fear make decisions. And the fourth one is they try to solve everyone's problem. They try to be a solution. If you're getting paid for solving problems, or if you're making a lot of money from that, that's great. That's business mind. That's entrepreneur mind. That is very valuable. That is not you putting yourself last or losing your confidence. But if you're always rescuing others and you have no time or energy to build your own life, then it's a waste of time. That's the difference. Then you're wasting your time. Then you might have to check your life, because people are creating solutions and making a lot of money from it and living off of that, like being free, because their job is to help other people. And right now, if you're able to provide solution in our world right now, you're going to be rich. Any little thing you do that creates comfort or brings solution to a group of people, you are going to make money off of it, because they'll keep coming back to buy, because it's helping them. It's solving a problem in their life. But don't be the one that everyone calls when they need rescue and you don't get anything for it. Like, you're just I don't want to use any bad word, but you're just like an emergency contact who doesn't get paid. So you just like, you have no respect when it comes to that, because if you're always the emergency contact on everybody's list, just know people think you don't have a life. They think you're just a handler, maybe. All you come to do is just rescue them. And if they're not in need of rescue, they don't remember you. Because honestly, people remember certain people only when they need help, because those people just please everyone. So when people are looking for someone to do their dirty work, they always call the people pleaser. They will never call the selfish person. They will never call the confident girl, because she can say no. Because she'll be busy. She might not even answer the call. You might not even get through to her. So she can't be an emergency contact, but the one who's always available. Yes, I'll come there right now. Oh, I'm driving. I'll be there. Trying to rescue anyone. I have a story like that of a friend who was friend with another girl. That girl wasn't my friend. And this girl was separated from her husband, her partner. So she had the kids. She had 2 kids with a guy. And she was running shift with her mom and the kids, and she made friends with this friend of mine, and this friend of mine loved to rescue. Oh my gosh, she always had a cape on, and she literally became like the stunning dad for the kids, even though she's a lady. She would always drive 40 minutes to this girl's house, pick up her kids, take them here and there when the girl wants to just go do her nails. Like, the girl could literally call her, hey, I want to go get my nails done, can you come get my kids and babysit them? And she would wake up from her house, drive 40 minutes, cut through traffic, go pick the kids up, take them to a park, watch her kids. She would come back and not even a thank you. And the funny thing is, when this girl didn't need my friend anymore, she cut her off for something something that no one will even get pissed off for, because she was using her. Because at that time, that was all she was useful to her for. She was like the emergency contact who doesn't get paid for anything, because every time she calls, even if this girl has stuff to do, she would ignore her stuff and run to her couple with the excuse that, oh my gosh, I love her kids. They are not your kids, mom. Put yourself fucking first. Put yourself first. Those kids are not your kids. I keep telling her, those kids are not your kids. There is no point of you driving from your house whilst you are asleep. Someone could just call you on a random 8 a.m. on a Sunday when you're supposed to be resting, tell you to come get her kids because she wants to go get her nails done, or she wants to go and sleep with someone else, and then you come get her kids so she can go and sleep with someone else, and then later she'll come for her kids and not even a thank you. All she asks for you is pillow talk, like she's talking about what happened over there. That's all. And she'll come for her kids. And even when you ask her for a favor, she doesn't do it for you because she's like, oh, I'm with my kids, I can't do it. Oh, I have to take the kids, I can't do it. This girl never did any favor for her. And she cut her off because my friend bought her gifts and she didn't like the gifts. That's all. And she's like, oh my gosh. In fact, she didn't even tell her to her face. She told her mom to tell my friend to stop calling her because she didn't like the gifts she gave her for Christmas. And I was shocked. I was like, you mean after you doing everything for that girl, driving to her house, taking care of her dogs and her kids, she cut you off because you bought her gifts and she didn't like it because she wanted a specific gift? And my friend was like, oh, my money, like I don't have enough money to get that gift for you, so I have this version of the gift. And she just cut her off. She took the gift though and cut it off. Like, you see these kind of people just use you and dump you. Like, when they're done with you, because you're her solution in everything, they'll dump you easily. You did to them, you're not a confident person, and that version of you will live in their head all the time, because at the end of the day, people want to be around other confident people. You lost your value in their face. Okay, that was a long one. And the third one is you wanting to keep the peace. I keep saying this in all my videos. Rock the boat. Sometimes the one who rocks the boat and who doesn't conform, who's a bit rebellious, is seen as the bad one, but they're the one that people don't mess with. If you love to rock the boat and you're not afraid to rock the boat when it needs to be rocked, people don't test you often. People are very they come with you strategically, because they know you're not afraid of confrontation. They know you're not afraid to blow up when it's necessary, not just randomly, not just because you just love the drama, but when it's BS, you just go like, no, this is BS and I'm not doing that. People don't just come to you with anything. They think about it. Okay, because they know you're not trying to keep the peace. You're just being yourself, and you choose yourself every time. You will not swallow your truth to avoid discomfort. Okay, and those kind of people have a strong personality, because their inner voice is not quiet. It's just out there. So speak your truth and don't try to keep the peace. If the other person is not trying to keep the peace, you shouldn't try to keep the peace. Just be your authentic self and let people know who you really, really, really are, and then they will adjust to you. I know it sounds selfish, but hey, you'll find someone who loves you just the way you are. And the second one is you confuse being kind to people with sacrificing yourself. You care so much. You care so freaking much. And let me say this, caring is strength. Yes, caring is strength. But when you care so much that you abandon your own needs, just like I talk about in the fourth point, when you care so much that you abandon your own needs, okay, then you're self-sacrificing. You can be kind, but have boundaries. Yeah, I'll be kind to this point, but from here going, you have to handle yourself. You have to be able to specify things to people and be straightforward with people. Like, hey, I'm helping you with that, but like, let's say for instance, a friend wants you to help them with something. Maybe they're moving in, they want you to help them pick up some stuff. Yeah, if you have like 30 minutes free that you would just be scrolling and you feel like, oh, maybe I should help it, you could just be like, hey, I can come around from maybe 7 to 8 o'clock or 7 to 7:40. I have to leave. I have something to do. And when it's 7:30, you just have to tell them, hey, I've done enough. I've been here for 30 minutes. In fact, don't even say, just tell them I have to go. There is no need to explain yourself. People who love you will understand. Just be like, hey, it was nice coming to help you. I have to go. Good luck. We can try this next time. Be kind, but then don't sacrifice yourself. If you have stuff to do at 7:30, you should leave. You should leave. And you shouldn't be late. You shouldn't be late for yours. You should, if the thing is 7:40, you should leave at 7:30 so you can get there on time, depending on how fast you can get to yours on time. Okay? You can be kind when the need, like, it's available. Okay, when it's available, do it. If it's not available, don't overgive yourself, don't overstress yourself, don't feel bad. And some people would try to do this and they'll feel guilty because it's the first time. And I always say guilt is just something you create with your mind, because you're afraid that something will happen to you. You're afraid that they will do the same to you or something will happen to you. But if you're doing with good intention, even God will help you, because God knows that you love yourself so much that you're not going to become you're not going to sacrifice yourself so much just so you fail. Okay, God knows. God even tells us you can only love someone as much as you love yourself. So if you don't love yourself, what you're doing for your friend is something like you're doing it because you're afraid they will not do it to you. They will not do it for you when it's your turn. And that is not doing something with good intention. That's actually very transactional, in my opinion. But if you're doing it out of the kindness of your heart, without necessarily wanting them to do anything in return, you're going to choose yourself. You're going to be like, I've gotten to this point, I can't do anymore, that's all, bye. And that's it. And when it gets to your turn, you'll be surprised where like abundance of help is going to come from. And it's probably not from that same person. Abundance of help is going to come from because you did it with good intention. You did it with yourself in mind. Not because you're expecting something in return, so you're afraid, so you want to do it. So when it's no, do things with good intention. And when you're doing things with good intention, you mostly put yourself first as well. And that is being kind. And the last and first one is you seek validation more than self-respect. Clap it up. This is the strongest one. I wanted to get to this point because this is a strong point. Because the moment your worth depends on an applaud, you've handed your power to someone else. The moment everything you do, you want to be complimented, validated, you have sold your soul, baby. You have sold your soul. If you do things for the approval of people, if you look in people's faces to know if you're doing right or wrong, you are not going nowhere. You're just going in circles. You're just moving in circles. You're not moving forward. You're just moving in circles. Because one thing about people is when they realize your worth depends on their words and action and everything, you've lost respect. They're going to play like a puppet on a string. They're going to tell you the good things when they want to use you, and I want to blow up with anger in your face with the truth, because they're tired of trying to validate you. People get tired of playing games as well. One day they might blow up and tell you, hey, listen, you're not all that. I just said that because I knew if I told that to you, you're going to get so puffy and give me everything you want. I don't. They're going to say things to your face. So live so authentic, because when you're living so authentic and just not seeking people's approval, when you get compliments, you even get surprised. You're like, oh, people are watching. Okay. Because you don't care. So you even get surprised that people watch you. You're like, oh, so people see me. Okay. Whatever. I don't care. Because you don't care. You don't care for the applaud. You've not handed yourself to someone else to control your confidence. Oh, they acted this way. Maybe they don't like me. And so let me do this instead. Who cares? People don't even like themselves. So why would you hand the remote control to someone to control your confidence? That is the worst thing. Okay? So maybe no one actually took your power. Maybe life convinced you to hand it over to the people around you to use and misuse you until you have nothing left. But I said in the beginning, the most beautiful thing about power is that whatever you've given away, you can reclaim. Okay? But don't do it you can't do it loudly. You just have to be honest. You just have to be honest with who you are. And that is going to cost you people. That is going to cost you a lot. It's going to cost you this version of yourself. Because then you have to set boundaries. You have to tell people off. There are some people you have to stop talking to. In fact, you have to delete some numbers from your phone. And that's where it starts from. It starts from you choosing you, making decisions that favors you, and at the same time makes you feel guilty, but you have to do it without the guilt anyway, knowing the guilt is there but still doing it. Because every time you choose yourself without asking permission, you are becoming the one person people are afraid of. The one person they were afraid of and told you to hide. That is what you're becoming. You don't just become a different person. You become the woman you were before fear thought you to disappear. Okay? You become that woman you were before you got afraid and gave all of that away. So I hope this topic resonated with you ladies. I know it's a bit long, but your girl had to come through all those points. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.